Welcome to today's podcast. We'll be diving into how to effectively host an event, focusing on the balance between purpose and presentation.
Right, it's easy to get caught up in trying to make everything look perfect. But as we've learned, it's really about staying focused on the event's main purpose.
Exactly. I've often found myself stressing about how the event looks, from decorations to food, but the real magic happens when the core objective is clear.
Yeah, and when we start thinking about the law of grand nature, it's interesting how the quality of what's being presented often outweighs the presentation itself.
Like the great mentor example, right? Even if an event isn't perfectly organized, the depth and value of the content, especially a lecture, can still make it successful.
That's true. The audience might not care if the food isn't 5-star if they're getting something profound out of the lecture. But if the host is underprepared, the guests will pick up on every little detail.
And that's why preparation matters. But it's the depth and purpose that need the most attention. It's the law of focusing on the main goal before anything else.
That brings up an interesting point about audience selection. The success of an event really depends on the quality and balance of the attendees.
Absolutely. For example, let's say you're hosting a session for executives. If most of the audience is made up of ordinary people, it can create a dynamic where executives feel the need to behave better, almost like they're on their best behavior.
And that 70-30 balance between executives and regular people can create a kind of energy, right? The executives stay focused, but they're also kept in check.
Yes, and the ordinary people gain a lot from observing the behavior and energy of the executives. So, the seating arrangement also plays a role. Higher status people might need to sit at the back in certain events to support the core purpose.
It's fascinating how such a simple thing like where people sit can affect the energy and outcome of the event. The seating arrangement almost tells a story about the intent of the gathering.
Exactly. And it's not about segregation. It's about creating an environment where both groups can contribute and learn. The high-status people can observe and learn too, just from a different perspective.
Right. And when you think about events for ordinary people, having some executives in the back still helps. It creates a balance where the focus is on growth and improvement for everyone.
But we've got to remember the 30% rule. Too many higher-status people, and the event loses its purpose for the ordinary people. It's about harmony.
Yeah, if that balance is ignored, things get out of sync. Too much of one group and the event can feel off. It's all about maintaining harmony for the best result.
That 3:7 ratio really does have a profound impact on how the energy flows in the room, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It's a great example of how the right mix of people can cover up any event deficiencies and still lead to a high-quality experience.
To wrap it up, we can't forget that the most important thing when hosting an event is sticking to the purpose. Everything else, like the audience balance or how it's presented, should support that.
And with the right preparation, the right people, and the right mindset, an event can be a success, no matter the circumstances. Thanks for the conversation.
Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully, this gives you some fresh perspectives next time you host an event.